Welcome to understanding the power within, simply, easily. To repeat oneself again and again sometimes is what it takes for things to take hold in the mind and set you in a new direction. The direction of love. There are many out there who think they are in the direction of love, but they are lost. And you can tell if you are lost. You can tell if your direction, though you may think it love, might not necessarily be that. If you are defensive about your stance, if you are poking at others who have a different point of view, if you are one-side-minded. That's an interesting word, one-side-minded. Your mind is only seeing the one side. It is not seeing both. For you think you are so right that you have no room for another's opinion. Be careful. Be mindful of the direction you take yourself into. Love has no conditions. Love has no bounds. Love does have patience. We have heard this before. We know this. Love is kind. We know this. So be patient and be kind. Spread the vibration of love through your words. Spread the vibration of love through the actions you have towards others. Spread the vibration of love by at times being still and keeping your thoughts in check. Knowing when to speak and knowing when to listen. These are very important things. For even if you think that you are right, the other person might also think that they are right. And to confront the two different opinions does not create love. It is okay to have opinions different than another. The key is not to force your opinion upon another. The key is to listen to the sides and know in your heart where the love comes from. You have heard many times that God is love, for God is love. God is unconditional love. And because of this, deep within, you know that God does not judge, condemn. God does not choose sides. He loves everyone equally. And to think that your side is blessed more by God than another's, this cannot be so. God lives in everyone. God is the core of our being. And for him to choose one over another is not possible, because he lives in all, as we have said, and he is all. And because he is all gather to him. When you follow your heart, when you fall into your heart and follow the love that lives there, you are truly in the footsteps of the Creator. We have said many times that love begins with yourself. Self-love, unconditional self-love is of great importance. When you can love yourself, you can love another more honestly, more purely, because you have the self-confidence to know that you have the power in you of love. And no one can step into your world and change that. No one can separate you from the love of God. If you are thinking of and looking at people who enjoy speaking of vengeance, people who enjoy judging and poking at another, making up names that are not flattering, this is not love. It is a slippery slope sometimes when you are trying to figure it out. For you think you have it figured out, and yet things are still not going right for you. You are in a defensive mode much of the time. Take a look at what you are defending. Take a really close look and see if the root of what you're defending is love. See if the root of what you are defending is anything other than love. Anything that is of a negative mind does not bring peace to this world, does not bring love to this world. And you must remember that is why you are here. You came into this time, place, reality to help to create peace and love and to spread this more and more. So start with yourself. Start by looking in the mirror and loving what you see. Look at your conscience. Look at your soul. Are you following the footsteps of your Creator by creating more good and more love? Are you following in the footsteps of your Creator with kindness, compassion? These are the questions to ask yourself. For the steps you are following in will be the world you create. Are you creating love or are you creating havoc? Only you can answer this question. Only you can know what you are creating. But know that once it is created, you will have no one to blame, no one to finger point at, no one but yourself. So when you create love, when you create kindness and patience, once again, you have yourself to look at and to give yourself acknowledgement for this beautiful accomplishment. Loving your neighbor, loving yourself, loving the earth, loving the animals, loving. This is what creates peace. And peace is what you are wanting. Because who would want anything but that in their life? Who would want havoc? Who would want confrontation? Not many. Who would want to be appreciated? Who would want to feel loved, be loved, and offer love? Very many, the majority. And you are part of that majority. When you focus on the unconditional love of God and you know you are loved unconditionally and you love yourself unconditionally, this is when you let go of the judgment and the harshness of the world and you start to give the vibration of love to the world. And remember, in the end, that is what it is about. love. Meditate, pray, whichever word it is you choose, and offer yourself to your loving Father and ask that the unconditional love of His is recognizable to you. Ask that the unconditional love of yourself be open to you. Ask that you can begin to love as He loves. Ask that you can begin to offer this love to others and offer a peaceful vibration to this world. This is how it begins. Peace. Revolutions do not have to be bloody. Revolutions are created when the mass of people, the mass consciousness, takes over. So start a revolution of love. Start a revolution of peace. Revolutions happen quickly, and they can happen beautifully when you focus on love, when you focus on peace, when you focus on the God, the Creator, the Source, when you can focus on the source of who you are and go from there with much love. We wish for you love in your life, peace in your mind, joy in your soul.